Alright guys, we are back for another Dokan battle video. This is going to be kind of a quick video here. I just wanted to point out the overwhelming, response, feeling, hype that is being generated just by the fact that, I think it's mainly a couple of things right here. Number one is the fact that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Carnival Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that's coming, he is just standalone. It's just Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And I think people really care about that. I think years of transformation conditions and just nonsense. Like people, it's not a tough concept to grasp. People just want to use Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? They just want to use Beast Gohan. They just want to use Blue Vegito. They just want to use the super hype characters in-game, right? Like, just give me the character. We start out, we're using the character, and we're not dealing with nonsense. And I think the fact that this guy is just, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, looks like he's going to have an amazing intro where they're fusing, is just a vehicle of hype right now that is just pushing people, people are so happy. And then, I mean, we've seen a glance of some of the animations that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's rocking right here, and it's just crazy, right? Like, you see kind of some of the way, he's just, maneuvering and stuff like that. It looks like he has truly jaw-dropping animations coming for us. Now, right now, I guess I could kind of use this as a bit of a, there's some big things I want to hit on that I don't really remember Dokan really doing so much, or Dokan accomplishing so much. But I do just want to point this out, unfortunately, too. There is a chance, it looks like, a decent chance, that Dokan could be spoiling. Now, last night, JP Dokan did a data download at a time they literally never do. Let me just double check. I think I could check pretty quickly. We could see the actual timestamp. Dokan data downloads are pretty static unless it's a major celebration, which we are in right now, right? They're pretty much every week, some day of the week, right? Like Sunday through Thursday. It's usually one of these days, and it's at about 10:15 to 10:45 p.m. Eastern, my time. Obviously, during, daylight saving, stuff like that, it does change. By the way, the daylight saving time stuff seems... I'm seeing so many players, confused, recently. It does make me think that there are a lot of new players coming to the game. Another thing, I had a recommendation for a video I'm going to drop today, of just kind of, talking about, the... whatever, we'll get to that later, but yeah, I think, just as a brief aside, Dokan should stop doing PST and stop even using these daylight savings type times and shit like that. They should just use what is it, UTC or whatever. That's they need to just do a centralized time that's not confusing for these players, these European players, maybe African players, Australian players and shit like that, who are all over the world, all in these different time zones. Okay, now just, quickly, the data download last night. Yeah, 3:44, they don't do this. This is not a thing that happens. Data downloads around this time. But global, theirs was actually, I believe it was more so 2 a.m. Let's see. Yeah, 2:18 a.m. This is the normal global time. When global Dokan typically does their data downloads, this is the normal time. But this time, actually, we could just look, right? Because this would have, so yeah, 2:58. Here's the JP time zone, again, 10:10. Actually, yeah, the Thieving 6, Twitter account, yeah, 1:53 a.m. And then here is the JP one, which was at, this was midnight. But, I mean, this was the special one that included the characters, right? Because where they don't work with these static, times is, it's when we're in a major celebration, right? With a lot of craziness going on. So Global's preparation timestamp for the special battles 30 minutes before the stream starts. That's very scary, because that means that they might be doing a data download before the stream, which means, all of the information is just going to come flooding in. They did a data download last night that had some big stuff in it. Honestly, it makes me, Gogeta is going to be fine. I'm a little nervous about Omega right now. based upon Pan and Nova, makes me nervous for Omega. But we'll see. Omega could be like top 1 power level. And it just doesn't, like, he could actually just be so dominant that his partners don't matter so much. That is a thing. Like, Beast Gohan last year, like, that's what he was like. I mean, I don't think they're going to make Omega Shenron on Beast Gohan's level, but they could. And that would, close up any issues with that. But because this preparation period is right before the stream, we very well could be in for everything flooding before the stream even starts. One for Omega's Dokan run is even earlier at Global's usual data download time. So remember, the stream is starting at 6 a.m. my time. Damn, I've been just pulling up let me pull up this thing. Yeah, right here. Here we go. You guys could see 20 hours at 6 a.m. The normal global data download time, which Rick is referencing, we just went over, is around 2 a.m. my time. That's 4 hours before the stream. So it's not looking good. And that's why I said, Amatsu, come on, you bastard. Do not do us like this. And then these global timestamps have historically been very accurate. Oh, brother. Okay. For Worldwide 2023, which is, I mean, this is essentially the Worldwide Celebration run right now, pointed to a time before the stream, but the data download was after the stream. So we can hope. I choose these days to try and go into this optimistically, right? It's not looking good for Omega. I'm going to hope that they're going to come through with Omega. It's not looking good for, them not, not spoiling us before the stream. So I'm going to go into it like thinking that they're not gonna. And then if they do fuck up, plenty of time to bash them afterwards. When we say, yeah, it was really stupid, Amatsu, right? So that's what we're doing with that. Okay, so there's that. Let's just go through a couple of things here, right? Okay, we already looked at this. Here's the characters that are coming again. Yeah, the reason this makes me nervous, Nova doesn't seem too crazy, but Omega could be doing craziness that could wash away some of Nova's problems easily. So it's hard to rate him without knowing what Omega does. Pan is awesome. Maybe the very best Biona ever released. I think it's probably. She's actually so ridiculous, it's crazy. But she's specifically for GT Heroes, basically. You could say, oh, well, you could use her on Youth, too. Oh, could we? Could we? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, it's GT Hero. So, she's like a Gogeta buff. That is so foolish. Whereas in part 1, dropping Champa was awesome. I think it was a great idea because Blue Goku and Vegeta don't need help. Likewise, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta didn't need anything. And they dropped the best Biona of all time. I mean, you could flip this, like, what if this was just, like, a couple of the Shadow Dragons together? Or this was just a TUR Ice Shenron or something? I mean, I thought Ice Shenron as the Biona unit, makes a ton of sense, dude. Right? So that does me have a little bit nervous. We'll maybe look at this in a second. I wanted to talk about this. So this is really the main point of the video. I guess I'm getting to this a little bit late into it. But Dokan is soaring up the top grossing charts because of the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta reveal tweet. So, like, what I'm referring to right there is just these. Wait, no, that wasn't it. It was just, it was the one, it was, what? It's this. No, it's not that. Dude, stupid global Dokan. Hang on. This right here. Based off of this tweet, these shots of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, dude. I mean, come on. Bruh. And Gogeta giving him the Dragon Fist, which is the epitome of aura. Just straight aura. Yeah, like, bruh. So just off the strength of that, Dokan has soared up. And then I saw this tweet right here, where, again, I always hesitate to look at other people putting stuff up because they usually look at it in weird ways. Oh, we're looking at it like this is games and like puzzle games specifically. Like they did, like, like they do shit like that to say, oh, look, I hit top grossing, even though it's like, not even close. But like, here's a shot of it at 8, at 8 right there. This is the site I usually just look at these days to check where we're at. We got as high as 7th. Again, the last time they dropped banners was right here. It's the 7th. And then they stayed top grossing for 3 days. And I mean, they've been doing good. But you see how, no banners come out and then they steadily go down. And then, like we just jump back up here. Like we were going down. And then we shoot back up because players are stocking up for stones. I bought stones yesterday. Right? Like, hell yeah, dude. Because the god is on his way. So, I mean, that would be, like, this is obviously going to be, top grossing crazy levels. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is just the Aura King. I mean, we have this, too, this little, like, trailer, like the Dokan World kind of, like, trailer right here. It's at 165K already. That's just pure hype from the community wanting to see what this guy looks like. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. The amount of aura and motion that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is displaying right now is crazy. I'm seeing almost no, like, people, so, like, there's upset about the fact that VB was just an active skill. I mean, yeah, we've all not like that since second one, of course. But besides that, like, people are just so hyped for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And this exploding up to 7th with no this is just off of a tweet. It was off of this up to 7th just from seeing that. That is like unparalleled motion. Like, that's just actually 10 seconds of footage that made millions of dollars. Like think about, like, this tweet right here made like so many millions. I know it sounds like absurd to say, but it's literally true. So, let me know what you guys think. The Aura King, the king of motion. I mean, earlier this year, I was saying I feel as though Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has kind of risen to that top spot of Aura right now. And, I mean, it's true. This is why, oh my god, dude. I mean, they gave us an opportunity to have, like, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Could you imagine what it'd be like had they done that? Because then, like, the 13th anniversary could be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and then Super Saiyan 4 Vegito from Daima. Like, they robbed us, dude. Like, Daima was a robbery, and they set it up, too. Like, they were going to do something. Well, to be fair, it wouldn't have been Vegito. It would have been a new fusion. The bug fusion would have been an entirely new fusion. It wouldn't have been Gogeta or Vegito. But Supreme Kai was there with his earring, so they could have did that. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, just very clearly the king of Aura.